One more question, I actually have for you. Based on this whole celebrity culture talk, I want to hear what are your thoughts? Are you familiar when it came to B.o.B's album Elements, back in 2016? I want to hear, do you think that whole album was based on revelation of the method, or on the other hand, do you actually think B.o.B was actually trying to wake people up to this stuff?
Option B, yeah. Really? I choose option B because I heard it. And again, when he dropped that album, I was still a rookie flat earther in my mind too.
Right.
So I didn't know all the facts. I didn't know anything. I thought that, there's a glass dome trapping us in here. I don't believe that anymore. Right. But I'm a whole different. We grow with time, right? Yeah. We want more knowledge. I think B.o.B, I don't know if you've seen his Instagram lately. He jumps on sometimes. I'll jump on his live to see what he's talking about. Still truth.
Really?
So I look at it like, okay, when's his last hit?
Right. Yeah.
Crickets. Yeah. When's his last feature on a huge rapper's album like he always did?
Right.
Crickets. And I remember a long time ago, did he send me the video? I forgot, but something was going on. And he had helicopters flying over his house daily, going in circles.
Speaking of it, one of the songs on the album is actually called "Vultures." And that song actually talks about of helicopters flying over his house. I think.
Yeah, he did speak a little bit about that, but the actual album itself that you referenced before,
right?
I think it's that album. There's a song that he says. He wanted people to stop emailing him like, what about this about the flat earth? What about this? What about this? And he says, you need to go debate Eric Dubay. So when he said Eric Dubay's name in the song, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, he's watching us. Like he's watching this. I'm like, this is awesome. Because if you were controlled or if you were on, some mission or something, or you ain't gonna mention the guy that you don't want. You don't want to mention him. Yes. Out of all these guys, there's a couple clowns in the flat earth from years ago. I'm not gonna say their names. You should have mentioned one of them if you're controlled because they're clowns. Right. But Eric's serious. Serious as I am about this stuff. We're Virgos. We go in. Right. But then Eric acted like he's a shill because of. He said he's gonna send a rocket to space or something. I think that was sarcasm. But at the same time. Rookie, for me, B.o.B just woke up. And I know people like that. You're a rookie, man. You're all over the place, dude. So I personally don't think that was controlled anything. I think people took it as controlled because he had a couple hits.
Yeah.
If you showed me a couple hits since, I would believe you. But
I'm honestly I haven't heard him on the radio since then. I'm prior to that,
he disappeared.
Yeah, he's
on his Instagram. He's on his Instagram. He goes live sometimes. I'll jump again. Rarely will I jump in. I don't jump in anyone's live. I just, I'm like, man, I haven't seen him for a while. I just want to see if he's all right, if he's cloned. How do I know? But he seems legit. For me, he seems legit. I know someone that knew him during that stage and stuff, and I trust these people completely about their opinion on what happened and stuff. And they just said, hey, he kind of freaked out, man. I mean, not only did no label want to work with him anymore and no one wanted to feature him anymore because of the flat earth stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's like his family turned on him. You know how the stuff is, and it's like helicopters now. And it's like, wait a minute, man. Fuck. And again, it's like you're calling out a high priest, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Can't do that, man. I mean, which is why they wouldn't debate Eric Dubay on the show, on Joe Rogan's show. It's all a psyop, guys. It's controlled. They don't want Neil deGrasse Tyson involved in in something that could spark truth. So they nipped it in the bud. They dropped B.o.B. They made him a nobody, and they kept bringing up his name. Neil would bring up B.o.B. all the time because they knew he was going to be slipped in the dust. While Neil rose to the big shows that B.o.B should be on. I used to look at like Sway. I'm like, Sway in the morning. Why don't you have B.o.B on?
Right.
Fucking sell out. Why do you have this guy on your show and not B.o.B? Joe Rogan. Why do you have Neil on? Why are you talking shit about Eric or maybe B.o.B? Have B.o.B on. Have Eric on. You unfair bitch. And I used to say that all the time about these people. I'm like, you could just see that they just don't want to touch this. Yeah. And that's what made me even go harder, man. Because I went hard in the paint because especially with Level was like me and Eric just smacking everybody in the face.